Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of Camp Hutch. I'm your host, Hutch. And on today's episode, we're going to be featuring some gameplay by Team Deja Vu. They placed first in one of the qualifiers on DG Semi-Pro's ladder for the Frag Cup. So today we're going to be taking a look at some of their gameplay and breaking down some... Are you fucking kidding me, Ian? What? What? Hey!
What's up, Hutch?
I was wondering if you had a minute.
Yeah, sure. Anytime.
I was just seeing if we were doing anything about the Ian problem.
Ian problem?
Yeah. It's just him being there is essentially the problem.
Okay. I'm not sure I follow.
It's just, he's alive, and I just see that as being an issue. So, I was just wondering what we were doing about that.
Nothing? Yeah, we're not really doing anything about Ian being alive.
It's just that we're all on a spiritual path, really, and death is ultimately what we're heading, and it's just it's the next stepping stone, really, when you think about it. So, we're pretty much doing him a favor by just kind of killing him and just letting him be on his way.
Okay.
You think?
Yeah, we don't kill people there.
You can't make an exception for this one?
No.
Well, you're fired. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't fire me.
Am I the only person that sees an issue with the Ian? The Ian? God damn it. Alright, what's up everybody? This is Camp Hutch episode something or other. I have no idea what episode it is, but I'm sitting here with Joe. He's playing on the Deja Vu team and they're playing on the DG Semi-Pro ladder. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for having me.
So you guys qualified for the Frag Cup, and which place did you take?
We actually qualified in first place in the Frag Cup qualifier number 2.
There were 2 qualifiers on DG Semi-Pro?
There were 4.
There were 4 qualifiers. How about? I had no idea. So you guys were playing team deathmatch for that match, but in the Frag Cup it's going to be domination. How do you feel about compare with me here TDM versus domination in competitive play?
Well, TDM can really go either way, you know, off the break, depending on who gets the first kill. You know, they really have full advantage to play whatever way they want. They can, you know, drop back in camp or, you know, try and put you into the spawn trap. So it was a little different, but we were TDM stars back on Call of Duty 4. But we fit into that quite well, but I don't know how domination's going to go over. We've struggled with that before, but we're definitely going to give it our best shot.
Why is it that you think that you excel so much in TDM, but you've struggled in the past with domination?
TDM really was, we started off with that because some teammates weren't as good as others, but that really just gave us full advantage for the players that were good to exploit that completely, you know, just go out on a huge spree and get a good lead and have the other guys watch your back, and I think that was really just the way we naturally played.
And I forgot to even ask you, tell me about your team. So your team name is Deja Vu. How'd you guys get that name?
There's actually a movie with Denzel Washington. My friend, a gambler, was at my house, and we couldn't think of a team name, and I looked into my closet, and sure enough, there it was, and it stuck from then on.
You guys named your team after an obscure Denzel Washington movie?
I saw the movie in the closet, and it had wicked text on it, and it said Deja Vu, and I was like, let's do it. They're done.
See, if I was, by that logic, I would have named my team, The Breakfast Club, or The Professional, starring Renee, what's his name? But anyways, so you guys are playing domination. We already talked about that. How do you think you guys are going to prepare for this? Just run a ton of scrims? What goes into a competitive preparation for a domination tournament?
Lots of gun skill. We basically just going to refresh as much as possible, get our UMP shots. You know, we're usually a UMP based team because it's such a, you know, universal gun for almost any situation. So we really like to exploit that and try and squeeze out as much range as possible, and some teams can put up with it, some just really can't, and they just crumble.
Huh. See, now, like, what about a UMP for, like, a map like... Now, I know Quarry's not in the event, but Quarry's pretty wide open. I mean, would you still recommend using a UMP on a map like that?
We'd probably switch to the FAMAS or something like that on a map like that.
You guys don't stick. You guys don't go for the fully auto ones like the Scar, the Tar, the ACR, anything like that.
Well, I was just going me personally, but yeah, we have a Haymaker. He uses the Scar a lot. Sting, he'll use whatever he wants. That kid's just got a lot of talent. He's pretty young, but he's an amazing player. But me personally, yeah, the only automatic gun I'll really flip to is the Tar or the AK, just because they're so powerful.
Yeah, the Tar's got a good power multiplier at distance too, so you can still two-shot somebody if they're across the map if you burst fire with it, which is nice because like the ACR it takes like 4 bullets to kill someone when they're at a distance.
Oh yeah, you'll never we try and stay away from the ACR because it's so easy to choke, and off host every shot's really got to count. So I can still two-shot people off host with a AK, so that's mainly why I pull that gun out, AK FMJ.
I like the ACR, but it's like the P90 of assault rifle. Sometimes when you got the P90, especially if you're not using stopping power, it feels like you're just flinging pebbles at people and it's not really doing much.
Yeah, shooting spit wads at a tank.
So none of you guys bust out with a sniper rifle?
No, not at all. Maybe when we're messing around or in TDM just to get the first kill of the game and then draw back or something like that. But other than that, no, not at all. And
as far as your background in competitive gaming, have you guys won anything of note?
Our Call of Duty 4 hardcore team has the best winning percentage on game battles. We have a 90% win average total, and we've gotten second in playoffs 3 times, and 3 out of the 5 seasons we finished in first place on the hardcore ladder. So we've done a really good job on that.
Man, I don't know about hardcore. Like I watched. I was subscribed to this one guy, and he posted this one hardcore match, team deathmatch from Macon on World at War, and the score in the end was 8 kills to like 7 kills for an entire 10-minute match. There was 8 kills to 7 kills, and me personally, I just do not have the patience to play like that at all. That's why you put an objective in front of me, I'll generally thrive in that kind of environment, but deathmatch-based games, I don't know. I can't get into it, man. I personally feel that Call of Duty is just a deathmatch-oriented game. It's not its strong suit.
It helps to learn that at the beginning and then work from there, because we've expanded the MLG variant only now for Modern Warfare 2. But it's a nice background to have, and the record wasn't bad either.
Yeah. So, do you have aspirations of becoming a pro gamer?
Yeah, definitely. We didn't finish too great in Call of Duty 4 PCL, me and Gambler, but I got high hopes for my new team. We actually just joined this season, all like 3 new teammates, so been kind of surprised with the success we've had going with it, but I'm looking forward to keep going and trying to go pro.
Right on. Well, thanks for sharing your gameplay with us. That about wraps up our time here. Good luck in the tournament, man. I wish you the best of luck there.
Yeah, thanks.
Take care.
See ya.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter. There you'll find the latest updates from our premier directors and the Machinima Respawn team.